1997, I believe, F-150 XLT extended cab automatic bench seat. Okay, I told you guys we were going to have one. This is the one. Be ready for the full review in a few minutes. Hello everyone, so excited to be able to bring you this kind of quick review. And why it's going to be quick is because we have a customer that's purchasing this, and they allowed us, since it came off the truck and I tried to get it in. It is our first 2023 Palisade Calligraphy all-wheel drive in Hyundai's new Robust Emerald. Is the color. You may not be able to see it right now as I'm speaking, but we're going to get some shots from it outside so you can see the actual deep green. The greatest thing about this color is you really get three colors. At night it's going to look black. During the bright sunshine it has this metallic type of green, and then depending on what's hitting it in lights, you're going to still get a hint of green, while other sides are going to still look dark. So it is absolutely fantastic. I want to talk really quickly about some of the changes and upgrades that Hyundai did from the 22 Calligraphy to the 23. That's absolutely insane. First, if you look at the grille, they made some really big changes as far as toning down the silver. So it's not this really bright kind of graded grille that you've seen on the 22s. It's a little bit more subtle, but they added actually the silver where it meets the grille, where it meets the hood, I'm sorry, the hood meets the grille. So this piece is actually new. And then all of the trim and sunk in, again, that we've talked about before in the other Palisade that we reviewed in SEL. They did a phenomenal job to make all of that actually look like a massive front end. This vehicle is kind of springboarding in what it's being compared to and other models of other manufacturers. So it's kind of given a little bit more luxury feel, and we'll talk about that when we get inside. But just actually the wraparound obviously was the same on the 22. They have upgraded the wheels on the Calligraphy from last year, and very more of a great pattern spoke design. And I'm not sure if you can get just a hint of what they did on the center cap, kind of Bentley-ish when it spins, what it looks like. So absolutely fantastic design. It also comes with power folding rear, so you can raise and lower from the back. And then you can also do that to the second row. You can collapse the second row from here as well. Wow. So actually it has seat back protectors that go on as well. So when you do lay it down, everything is protected. Rear bumper, some changes. So you'll see actually the hints of the rear parking sensors. There is actually one now on the side that senses things coming from cross traffic as well. Really well tucked in to the side, where instead of mounting it on actually the bumper, so you'll get that cross traffic alert as well. The rear end is similar to what the 22 was. I think the silver hints, obviously, like we talked about in the previous, this matches the front now. So I think it's great design. If you look at the seats, one thing that they have done in the seat, there's a button here, a pretty easy button that allows it to move one touch, so you can get into the back and then put it back, right? There's also a button up top. Down below does the same exact thing. So now how you're getting into the back row, it's very simple to do. If you look at the actual headrest design for the second row, it's actually new. It's pleated three-way. A little bit more contoured to the head, and then the design in the seat is different. It had this kind of crazy diamond design in the Calligraphy, and now you can see at the doors and the actual seat, they've changed it. Dual cup holders in each door for the back, something that I don't know if you're trying to mix your mixed drink. I think you need your mixer and your Coke in one holder, I guess is what happens. And if you can see how big this door is, it shows how much room there is to get in and out of it. They added the actual step plate and the step plastic inside the door to protect as you're moving in and out as well. They now have added an extension to the seat bolster for support, as you can see that coming out. Support for your legs, right? So if it's not hitting you in the right spot, normally in a car, it is what it is. It either hits you too short, too long, whatever. Now they've added this option in so you can customize where you like the break of the bottom cushion.
It's almost like a recliner.
It's phenomenal. The first thing you're going to notice, I'm hoping, is this screen. It's an actual camera in the back that actually, instead of having just your regular rear view mirror, which you can have if you just do that, it's a regular rear view mirror glass, and when you pick it up, you can actually see what's behind you moving forward, backward. It can stay just like that. So it's cool to have a camera all the way around for everything else, and now you physically can see behind you. Some people say it makes them feel a little drunk when they look up and see that when they're moving, but if you do it over and over, it just becomes standard. So a great added feature. One thing that's different from the 22 in this cluster area is they actually made the air condition digital. They sunk it into the console, gave you buttons for actually if you want to change the temperature, but fan speed and everything is now located in this head unit, and it's so much more cleaner than it was last year. Last year it was mounted up here. You actually lost these two vents. They were spread to the side. And one of the biggest complaints that I had was, in a hot day, these vents weren't giving you enough air because the actual module of the buttons were up here. It was all buttons, it wasn't digital. So great. They added a leather surface to the actual storage unit. Still the same slide. This was a hard plastic. So when you set things on here, it slipped. Now this is the same leather that's actually for the console opening storage. So great. Two things: whip out the cup holders, charging station, wireless. You also have a USB connection if you'd rather charge your phone that way, but you can charge it wireless here. Two other things that they changed was the trim, the wood grain trim that you see. Really matches the interior lines on the door panel and makes it really look kind of a higher end cut than it was in the past. So steering wheel, we talk about them all the time. They've adopted this new steering wheel with different holding positions. They've put it in now several models that we have talked about, and it's just given a great feel when you're riding down the road. Seating position, like we talked about, multiple seating positions. If you go into the menu screen, you can get to the seat configuration. Just really phenomenal on what they've done in that design. It's not only big and roomy, it's comfortable. Dual sunroofs for the first time. Only this opens, but actually give you that moonroof back in the back. So you have suede in the ceiling, which is different than they had done in the past, running down the columns, the pillars, and it's just giving it more of a luxury feel. And so we're now having people that are shopping this vehicle against vehicles that we never heard they were looking at before. And I don't beat up anyone else's product, so that doesn't matter, but you can now consider the Calligraphy Palisade in that luxury trim level. And I think for a fraction of the price of what you would pay for a competitor. But yeah, that gets it. Please subscribe to the channel so we can give you more reviews like these. Seem to be gaining some traction. We love doing it. Savannah doesn't love filming it as much because it's hot outside, but we're going to kind of park this in the sun now so she can give you that kind of visual of what the outside looks like facing the sun versus what it does on the other side. And if you can find one of these green ones, I would suggest purchasing it because I think the color is something that you don't see all the time. So thanks for all the support, and we appreciate it.